Yeah, sure, no worries. Yeah.
Okay, the house. Okay. Now, this is your opinion. This is your personal. Now, let's talk about the Kurdish perspective. Okay? Let's say, for example, the Jews Zionists came to Erbil. Do you think?
You know what? The Palestinians.
Ya Allah. Ya Ammi, one moment. Let me ask you this question. I shut up.
Don't get jealous.
Okay, let's get the picture. Let's
I
get
have
the
one
big
question
picture.
before you ask his question. One question. Do you have a problem with Jew Zionists?
No, I don't have no problem with nobody. One moment.
Why
Let
do
me
you have
ask
the
you.
Palestinian flag over the whole map of Israel?
I'm Palestinian. I'm from Jenin. يفضى عرضك. أنا مش تخيل.
أنت محبل. أنت محبل.
أنت محبل. Okay.
أنت محبل من جنين ها؟ من مين أنت من جنين؟
Okay, خلاص اخرس man. تشتوك. What the fuck?
لا تشتوك يا محبل.
Okay, one moment man. Let me ask him. Damn.
من جنين.
He's asking me and answering for me. I love this guy. Go ahead.
Okay, now
يلا تفضل.
you're saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's say the Jews, the Zionists came to Erbil. Do you think the Kurds in Erbil will fight them to kick them out, or they will give them place to stay?
They will give them a place to stay and give them other things to stay as well. Go ahead. I'm sure.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's so beautiful, and I personally, as a Palestinian, I love that. So, actually, right now, statistically, from the Israeli statistic organization, they're
You
saying
mean the Sahiyuni statistics?
yes.
Those
So
are
they're
okay.
saying 700,000 Jews they left Israel after 7 October. 7,000. They went where? They went to Cyprus, which is the Cyprus people. Right now, listen,
I'm disappointed.
which is the Cyprus people. Cyprus people actually right now they get mad. They got mad about why these settlers. If the Kurds in Erbil will accept them and give them home and welcome them, why they're going to Cyprus? I think they should come to Erbil.
Why did they go to
700,000 Jews, they got money. You should call the Cyprus embassy and ask them to bring all these Jews to Erbil.
When do you want me to call them? When?
No, listen.
Right now.
Let's bring them all to Jenin.
I mean, right now.
Right now, you want me to give you their phone number?
Do you have the number?
Okay, let me give you their phone number. Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
yeah,
let me give you their phone
hold on. Let me get a pen. If you go.
Okay, first, where do you live at?
All right. What's the number?
Where do you live?
Me?
Yes.
نرى لي شو اسمه من الويست جات.
Where do you live, يا مدعو?
I live in Tehran.
Oh, Tehran. So this is the thing. You cannot
نرى لي شو تمانيف الويست جات.
you cannot call Cyprus embassy in Tehran and tell them this thing because they will fuck you up.
Who? What? Where? Who?
The internal intelligence of the Iranians.
Don't worry about the internal, external intelligence. They're busy with Khamenei. You just give me the number.
Okay, you want the Cyprus embassy in Tehran?
Yalla. Not in Tehran. Habibi, give me the foreign address. Forget Tehran. Tehran is busy with...
No, I want to give you the embassy of where you at right now.
I'm in Tehran.
Or let's give you the phone number of the foreign ministry in Cyprus.
We don't allow Zionists in Tehran. Just give me the number.
The number of what?
Of the foreign ambassador of Cyprus. Yeah, Habibi.
Okay, yeah, you're calling Cyprus. Cyprus is not Zionist.
Yeah, you want me to bring 700,000 Jews to Erbil? So
Okay, let's give you one more. Okay,
yeah.
Actually,
if it's a 1-800 number, I can call because I don't have enough money. It should be toll free.
1-800 Tehran.
I swear by the time you're going to give me the number, I'm going to go get married, have children, have my children's children. They get married to Zionists, and you're still not going to give me the number.
You'll be dead by then. Don't worry about that.
Inshallah. So, Caesar, the number. عمي بتعلن شو ايش العلاقة؟
Could we finish the whole Ezra thing in the Quran? I think we could.
On third.
The Zionists are messing with his internet.
Janine? Fadal, Caesar.
Yaakov, I'm trying to bring you up. It's not working.
Well, Tehran to Janine, copy.
Is he retarded like every full Palestinian? Is it the same thing?
No, the truth is he doesn't want to say the truth. He's upset because he was working in Israel. I'm not going to dox him, but I know everything about this guy. So he was working in Israel. No, hold on. He was working in Israel in a pizza shop in Tel Aviv. And after October 7th, he started to feel discrimination. He's saying that his boss was treating him like shit out of nowhere. And he was like the best worker. And he had to leave because he was nervous. He went to the United States, and now he's upset. He doesn't understand why Israelis were upset for people talking the way he was talking. He doesn't get it. And now he's upset and wants to try and prove a point on the app. And he's a lot calmer today than he usually is when he comes into rooms. So the reality is he's just upset. He's hurting, and nobody's taking him serious. But he's got a valid point. He's upset.
I'm confused, baby. He's hurting because they didn't let him sell pizza, or he's hurting because they didn't.
I don't know.
Like, maybe try and bring.
I tried.
I can't.
He's up. Yaakov's up. He's up. A lot of you may be having problems with your app today because there's an update. So if you are, update.
Yaakov, are you Zionist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm giving you land. I'm giving you more land. Go.
Wait, what's going on? Am I on trial
No,
or something?
today I'm giving
No, Caesar wants to give out land today.
Yes.
What land where?
Just sign on the dotted line. Don't worry, I'll give you land. More land.
More land. Oh, is that Greater Israel?
Yes, after I pay off my mortgage, I'll give you guys more land.
Okay. Near the Euphrates?
Look, bro, there's only
I'll
two
take
houses
land,
near the
I'll take
Euphrates.
land
No
near
one's
Ur.
going to get the
I'll take
luxury,
land.
okay? There's only two houses.
I'll take land there, or
One of them belongs to Caesar.
Did this Jewish guy say Habibi?
Look, Bibi, you be a witness. The next person that calls me Habibi, you're not going to get out of this room until you get me that cinema ticket, okay? You're going to give me that ticket, and you're going to
The Gucci bag,
reserve
right?
a table. Yes, you're going to reserve a table at one of the finest restaurants. So, it's up to you.
where?
That's what I'm gonna buy you.
I just want to speak to you something for Khana.
Alpha, where are you from?
Me?
Yeah,
אני מת להביא את הזונה הזאת עם הקרניים על הראש של בצלאל סמוטריץ', כי זאתי זונה אמיתית. כן, אני מנסה להזמין אותה, תנסי גם כן. שונאת יהודים.
אוקיי, שמסתי.
אני גם הזמנתי אותה. טוב, יאללה. Sorry guys, sorry for interrupting.
Please, I don't know how to do, but this.
Alpha, where are you from?
Tamita, why do you have like a nose ring? What's your problem?
Because
You
I
don't like
can.
looking good?
Who cares about her nose ring? Fuck, really?
Why do you have a nose ring?
No, who cares? Fuck, really, guys? About her nose fucking ring? No, Kimita, welcome to the stage. What's your perspective on what's going on?
What's your password?
She
All my
definitely
perspective is
hates
that
Israel.
Let her talk.
you take our land, then you take shawarma, then you take couscous, then you take Habibi. What else you're gonna take?
Wait, did you say they took the house?
I definitely agree with the
Everything can eat that. We steal everything. Yes, from the Palestine.
So they didn't just take the course, they took the course and the course. Wow, that's
Americans
amazing.
eat Greek food, like
Yeah.
I wish I was
Quran says the other way. You guys gonna go to hell. So I support
We don't have
Israel.
we don't have a
killing
concept
people
of
if they're gonna go to Jahannam. I
Yeah,
support.
but can
Yes,
you
you're going to
they
Jahannam,
took-
Cohen, you're
So
supposed
they
to be-
first took one because
We
they
don't have
took another course. Is that it?
She makes a valid point about the
we don't
Christ
have in our
curse.
religion. We don't have a concept of hell. You do. You guys do. We don't.
I mean, you don't believe in Jesus and this and that, bro. Look at your religion. Look at the Jewish people. They're
Here we go.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Do you believe in Jesus?
And how do you prepare Christmas?
Hold on. Do you believe in Jesus? Do you believe in Jesus?
I believe that Jesus was a prophet, first of all.
Okay, so you believe in Jesus, right?
As a Muslim, I do believe in Jesus.
Okay,
yes.
so then it's because of us Jews Jesus is around.
He's the Messiah for.
And you guys steal our prophets.
In the Torah,
You steal our prophets. You stole Moses. You steal Jesus. No. The problem is you need to go to sleep, wake up, and understand what you're fucking actually saying. You're not making any sense,
He's
young
not
lady.
prophetized in the Torah.
Yeah, but in Torah it says you don't believe in Jesus, guys.
We won't say that in the Torah. Wait, hold on.
It doesn't even mention his name once.
Yeah, come on. Look, which parsha, which verse? Come on.
I got the 5 books right here. Where is it?
Yeah, come on. I got 24 books. The Tanakh.
I'm confused, guys. I'm confused. Kanita says they took the course and then they took the course again.
No. Just one
Is that
thing.
true?
Just one thing. I was watching this guy. His name is Hamza. He's basically on Omegle, and then he goes from he wants to talk to Israelis, kids who are from age 10 to
Hamza
like
is a
15.
developer.
First of all, they're on Amigo. Second thing, they're all like, oh, do you love Palestine?
I thought she was talking about Hamza, the uncle of the prophet. Anyway.
You brainwash your own kids. In Islam, they say that we are brainwashed, but our family doesn't teach us to hate any other religion or
I'm
nationality.
sorry, young lady. I'm sorry. I didn't want to do this. Unleash the lethal weapon. But Alpha, go ahead.
Kanita, before you curse me to hell, believe me, it's a bit cold here, so if you curse me to hell, you're doing me a favor. Before we get into all of that, I want to know, when the Zionists came, they took the kurs, and then they took the kurs again, so they took the couscous. Is that?
They took everything from the Palestinians.
No,
They
you
took
admit that they took the kurs first, before couscous.
They
Since
took
when do
everything.
Palestinians eat couscous?
They took
Why is it so
everything.
hard to answer? I mean, look, did they take the kurs or not?
They took couscous. Yeah.
Okay, they took the kurs twice. Well, that's it. Well, I mean, look, they say you fooled me once, shame on you. You fooled me twice, shame on me. But they took the kurs twice, so shame on you. Anyway, back to the story. Ganita, are you Muslim?
Muslim. Yeah.
Okay, do you meet God all the way or do you meet Muhammad halfway? Which one?
Look.
Like, are you
Muslim?
full Muslim or just Muslim by day? And then disco by night?
She doesn't
I'm
fucking know,
Muslim my
bro.
whole life, and
Let
I'm
one
gonna
person
stay
speak with her,
Muslim
please.
like that. I don't know. I just don't understand. I just understand one thing. Why Jewish are brainwashed?
Me neither.
This is the only question that I want to answer.
Well, the
Why
Jews
do you
have to brainwash kids
your
because
own
see, when
kids
you wash your
and
brain,
telling them to hate
from hatred,
other nation and
you-
religion and stuff like that?
I can give you the answer, Kanita, why Jews brainwash. Look, when Jews brainwash, right, they turn a barren land into an oasis, right? And when you brainwash kids, you have Layla Khalid and hijacking
Actually,
planes,
kids end up learning.
and then you have 9/11, and then you have, interesting things that we will remember tragically. For example, no?
And 7 of 4. See, when you brainwash your kids, Kanita, you
No,
end up learning yourself.
I just think that. I just think that Muslims should go to Israel, abuse little kids. Like, I will abuse them with some object I don't know, and kill them, shot them in their head. Yeah.
Whoa, guys, don't interrupt her. Let her fucking incriminate herself. Please, why the fuck do you guys dogpile on somebody that is giving you evidence to fucking prosecute them? Keep going, shitbird.
You see?
No, you just said you want to fucking kill kids, so keep going, please.
Yeah, not just kill them. I want to sexually abuse them. I want to shoot them in the head while their parents are watching that. And then I want to, like, for example, I want to cut off the muscle from the boys, like, that down muscle, and put in the mom mouth, and just a picture with her like that, like selfie, and post on Instagram, because why not? Like, honestly, I will do much more things than Jewish are doing to Muslims, because I just have this desire of killing people, especially killing Jewish Zionists who are not allowed in that country, and that country doesn't exist. And you were Palestinians before you became, oh my God, I'm Jewish American. Oh my God.
I'm so happy the FBI and the CIA and all the three-letter agencies are listening to this from right now. Kanita, welcome to hell, bitch.
Yeah, I'm
This is your
happy. Honestly, I love.
Come to Israel, I will see you.
No, you have to say it in Arabic, Hannah. إلى جهنم وبئس المصير.
I am waiting for you in Ben Gurion Airport. Come to Israel, but Sharmuta.
Did you guys hear? This was your representative and diplomat.
חברה של
בואי, הבת זונה, בואי נראה אותך, חכמה.
She ran away.
I learned something new today. Apparently,
Wow.
couscous is Palestinian. You didn't know?
Bibi, did you get that loud and clear?
Yeah. I just
Interesting, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It's, somebody's, okay, perfect. I think she got removed or something, or I think she just got kicked off the app.
Well, I did report her. Sorry, I did report her.
Yeah. And then people want to sit there and, the poor guys and...
That was really sick. Anybody else feel like that? Want to come up and talk?
Oh, they'll sit in the audience silently and harbor terrorists.
That's why the moment she said something Jewish, I just stopped and listened. I knew it was coming.
You got her good with the couscous.
Look, am I wrong? Please correct me if I'm wrong. If somebody takes the kus once, shame on them. They fooled you. But if they took the kus again, shame on you. I mean, isn't that how...
Yeah, they stole the kus twice.
There's a saying, Bibi, in Arabic. Now, the Egyptians started this. Why do they call it Palestine? لأنه باعوا الطين للفلس.
You gotta translate that one, sorry.
Filis is basically equivalent to a cent, right? And طين means soil. So the Egyptians made up this after, they fought for them, and they started joining the Muslim Brotherhood, committing terrorism against Egyptian diplomats and terrorizing the Egyptians. This idiom came about. This idiom came about in Cairo, where they started calling them, when somebody would say Palestine or Palestini, they would say, why do they call them Palestini? لأنهم باعوا الطين للفلس. Because they sold the soil for cents, for dimes. So that's why they call them Palestini. Those who sold the soil for dimes. And the Jews still have the deeds. So I have to thank you, Bibi. I learned a lot today in this room. I learned new anthropology. I learned about World War II, history, and of course, the doctrine of Jew hatred. You gotta love these people. They have so much to offer.
It's amazing. God created humans, and then he created donkeys. some of them come in the...
Wasn't it the other way around? Didn't the animals come first?
Yeah, but these are special. No, these are human donkeys.
Oh.
There's a
So they
story.
look like humans. They can talk.
Hopefully Hannah will enjoy the story. Hannah, when Ya'fur and Muhammad were having a conversation, Ya'fur is, Muhammad's donkey, and he was relating his ancestry to Muhammad. He said, the Prophet Noah rode my great-grandpa, and I've been sent for you to ride me. And Muhammad reached for his belt, and Ya'fur said, with all due respect, sir, I'm heterosexual.
Yeah, when they start going off on that Jew hate shit, especially like Vile, like that one, she wants to kill the kids with instruments and shit like that. The worst thing you can do is like interrupt them. Just let them, because there's people that are going to be going to jail from this app. The shit they say, and when you interrupt them, it makes that when they're in their court case, they're like, "Fuck, there was a guy interrupting. I really can't make it out. Did she say kill or thrill?" So you just gotta let them speak. Or if it becomes too sick and you just don't want to hear it, you remove them from the stage. But you can't, don't be dogpiling them. It just doesn't make sense. Let them fucking expose themselves. More and more and more every day expose themselves.
Yeah, why don't you come up Butter's basics and superior shit on stage instead of writing in the chat? Because you seem to know more about Israel and what's going on than anybody else here. Yeah, cut that.
Is that Buttercup's nemesis? Buttercup, do you have, like, competition? It's Butter's basics. Who's that? Come up, you little devil. He's got horns in his fucking... He's got devil horns. Oh, you put devil horns. I see.
She might as well be a man.
Come on up.
Butters, she runs a lot of rooms. She used to cozy up with the Black Hebrew Israelites. She's bought into a lot of anti-Jewish propaganda in her rooms.
She's disgusting.
But she claims that she's just searching for truth.
Listen, I thought I've seen sickness in the life I live. Clubhouse a whole new fucking sickness. The people on here have lost their fucking mind. You gotta ask yourself, like, if you're not trying to help people or have like educational spots, I get it, that's good. But if you're out here spewing shit all fucking day, you need help, man.
Totally.
You need to talk to somebody. Butters, come up, because we're gonna throw you out. Butters basic. I'm gonna count to 20. If not, you're getting thrown out. There's no point if you're not getting engaged.
She's only
she's up.
She's up. Okay. Zona. Yeah.
She's got a sweet voice.
Oh, I want to hear that. Go ahead, Butter.
Go ahead about what? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming up.
Exactly.
Can you just repeat everything you said in the chat, maybe, so people that don't know how to read?
I actually can't repeat everything because a lot of them are links, and I don't know who the person was that said it was spewing some type of hate. If they actually would take a look at what I put there, it's just an additive to some truth, which is people leaving from Israel going to Cyprus. How's that hate?
Yeah.
What's hatred about that?
Butters, you just hate Jews. I heard you.
You heard me say that I hate Jews?
You've been on this app for years. Your shit about
you heard me say
absolutely
that?
100%.
Okay, let me just go back down. Thanks, buddy.
Why, do you love Jews, Butters?
Of course.
So
They just hate Zionists.
So yeah, do you hate Zionists, but you love Jews, right?
Yeah, I have an issue with Zionists. I never said I hate
Zionists or
anyone.
Jews,
Actually, I don't know where that gentleman.
What's your issue?
I don't know where that gentleman.
Okay, what's your issue with Zionism?
Are you gonna correct him or no?
No, it's his house. His house, my house, and Harry's house. So just curious, why?
Yeah, but
Why do
I
you-
never said
why do you have
that.
a problem with
Are you
Zionists?
gonna correct him or no?
No, because I've heard you also as well in other rooms before.
Yeah,
in the
but have
past,
you
so
heard me say that what he's assuming or no?
maybe not the exact words,
Oh, okay.
but we're
Thank
not
you very-
dumb. But we're not dumb.
Zionists are Jews, butters, and Jews are Zionists.
Listen,
Exactly.
Zion, my own president, previous to this one, has said you don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist. So what are you speaking about?
So your own president in the United States was a Jew, was he?
No, he was a Zionist, but he was not a Jew.
Who, Joe Biden was a Zionist.
This seems to be
The same Joe Biden that regarded Israel as an open-air
prison.
memorial to the Holocaust.
Stay on topic, love. We just spoke
No,
about
you stay on
Biden
topic and don't
saying that
gaslight
he
me.
was a Zionist and not a Jew.
don't
Is
know
that what you
anything
heard
about
me say?
Zionists or
I'm pretty
Jews
sure
and
you
idiots.
just discussed
You
that
might
with
have a
me,
radio
right? That's
show.
what I
You
said.
might put a
Is that
microphone
he
in front
said
of your
you
ugly
don't have
fat
to
face.
be
You
a
might put a
Jew
microphone
to
in
be a
front of your
Zionist. Why can't you agree?
You might put a microphone in front of your ugly fat face and think you're a radio star. Yeah, she left because she can't hear it. She's a stupid bitch.
She's at the bottom. I don't even think we should allow her to be here.
I mean, isn't that what they do? They exploit the stage time and spew their hatred, prime the audience, and then
Yeah, but we're at the stage in life where they're not exploiting the stage time, where they're actually incriminating themselves, and all these three-letter agencies know what these people are doing, and they're going to be starting to get arrested. So you'll notice certain people are going to start dropping from the app. It's not because they left, it's because they're sitting in a prison cell.
Okay, guys, I have a question, please.
sorry, you have what?
Question, you said a question.
No question. I thought you said you have a suggestion. Because I was afraid.
You said Israel will always win, so stop it, stop crying. Okay. Actually, do you think you win always in militia, not a country, big country? If you
Where?
think
Where?
in Gaza, in Lebanon, in Syria, they're very, very small militia, not countries. If you think you can win, you should be fight with big country like Iran, like Egypt. So you can say that we can always win.
Egypt already signed the peace treaty. Why would they go breaking the peace treaty, Ahmed? And Iran's defenses are already out, so what's the point?
Because Netanyahu is fucking idiot, and he, I think, he's stupid, and he have dreams of your country, Israel, how big Israel. He think he can win in his city.
Why would Israel talk about a two-state solution if it wanted bigger Israel? Why would Israel give back the Golan Heights if Israel wanted, again, big Israel? That doesn't make sense. History doesn't support your case, Ahmed.
That's dream. He said that Netanyahu.
No, we stay with reality. Don't worry about dream. We're not doing ta'bir al-ahlam here. We stay with reality. So why would Israel give back the Golan Heights if they wanted big Israel?
Sinai is Egypt, right?
Yeah, Sinai.
Yeah, you want to come to Sinai?
No, why would they give it back if they wanted greater Israel? Why would they give it back? Why?
Because we win in this war, so we take it back. But he now.
No, they gave it back. The Europeans know this, America knows this, Egypt knows this, they gave it back. So why?
Yeah.
Why
How
would
you
Israel
give
give it back?
How you give it back to us? How you get it back to us? And why? Because we win in this way.
Because you had a great leader called Anwar Sadat who realized the only way he can get back to Sinai was to actually go to Israel and sign a peace treaty.
Sign a peace treaty, yeah. And then they killed Anwar Sadat. Why?
We killed Anwar Sadat because we don't. Some people don't want to peace with Israel. Like you killed your president in Tis'inat or Tamininat. I don't remember his name, but I know.
Yafar al-Qadhi.
It's the same thing. I think many peoples in our country don't want. Now we're talking about Netanyahu. He will destroy your country and destroy your all dreams, and your Israel will be in very big problem with her neighbor. Yes, sorry about my English. You will be in very big problem, and America, she have big problems too with China and Russia and many countries, and she will not be assistant to Israel in last way. So we should, if you want to be in your country, in our Middle East, you should be to make to peace. You should to be makes peace with your country, with your neighbors, country and your neighbors.
Peace how?
Maybe also make peace with Ethiopia.
Make this stupid.
You mean after a terrorist organization, right? منظمة إرهابية كحماس. So you want a terrorist organization like Hamas to commit a genocidal massacre of the Jews, mostly young people, kidnap hundreds of them, and you want the Israeli government to come and say, look, you took more than 1,200 people, you took more than 200-300 people hostages, we want peace. Is that something you find viable, Ahmed?
No, that's was big mistake, but if you back to the إلى الأصل يعني ممكن you can say why did they do something like that? Because you make the Gaza like very big gene.
How is Gaza a jail when Gazans were given permits day in and day out, in the morning and in the evening, to go into Israel and work and make money and get an income and go back home? And Gaza had tourism. And Gaza simply has an entire sea alongside of it.
Yes, but
how is that a prison?
It's
you have all of these NGOs inside Gaza. You have all of these humanitarian aids. The UN is there. How is that a prison? How can that be a prison? When you have all of these NGOs and NPOs and all these fundraisers and all these organizations that go there and give money and give... How is that a prison?
They say everything was very hard in Gaza. They say that everything, if you want to do anything in Gaza and you want to go your job, you will be under the control. I mean, if they said in everything in Gaza was.
But that is funny, too, Ahmed. If you've studied the Tariq or the history of Gaza, in Ramallah, in Gaza, Ramallah, or Dufat al-Gharabiya, or West Bank, under the Israeli military rule before 2005, there were 24 newspapers critical of Israel, and they were not shut down. But in 1996, they were shut down. And after 2005 and the Hamas elections, many journalists were killed by Hamas. Why? It's funny, Ahmed, that under so-called supposed Israeli occupation, critics of Israel lead a normal life and they go to work and they criticize Israel day in and day out. But under Hamas rule, they get assassinated. Under the rule of the Fatah party, they get shut down. How does that work? Tell me, Ahmed. For instance, Ahmed, do you know about Muhammad Abu Hawa? Do you know about the story of Muhammad Abu Hawa, who was the father of 8 kids from Jericho? Do you know what happened to him?
I don't
He
know.
sold. It was a rumor. It was not even fact. It was a rumor. Okay? It was a rumor that he has sold land to 2 Jewish businessmen, apparently. And guess what? It was not even a fact. Okay? It was a lie. But the Fatah party admitted that they killed Muhammad Abu Hawa, father of 8 children, an Arab. They killed him. And according to the fatwa of Sheikh Sabri al-Akrama, they did not even allow Muhammad Abu Hawa to be buried in a Muslim cemetery. And in Maqbarat al-Muslimin, or Maqbara Islamiyya. Why? Is that not apartheid? Is that not the law of the 1970s South Africa, Ahmed? But in Israel, Arabs work, they become doctors, they join the parliament, they become MPs, they criticize Israel, they become owners of businesses, right? They speak their language. But under the Fatah rule and under Hamas rule, you have assassinations of critics, and you have assassination of journalists, and you have people throwing acid in the face of women, like Hamas used to do. Why? Yeah, Ahmed, tell me, under whose government is Gaza and Ramallah and West Bank a prison, and under whose government is free? If you know history.
I don't know more history about Gaza and Israel, but I know the big problem is you can't give him his country, and they want his country, and Israel never be strong. يعني مش كفايه، مش جاده كفايه ان هي تديهم.
Why you speak Arabic? Don't speak Arabic.
Well, that was the deal. 1993, Oslo 1, and 1996, that was the deal. Fatah, or the Palestinian Authority, they violated the material conditions set in place. The security measures set in place. See, this is the problem.
I agree with you.
So how can you tell me that they need to give them a state when they were given the opportunity, instead of state building, which is a cornerstone of the construction of a polity, right, or political society? Tell me, instead of state building, what did Fatah and Hamas do? What were they busy with exactly? Like, for example, in Israel, right, you have labor and you have Likud. So you have opposition. But you don't see them destroying Israel. You don't see the Likud assassinating labor and labor assassinating Likud, right? But in your supposed state that was supposed to happen, how many assassinations have taken place? Hamas against Fatah, Fatah against Hamas. instead of state building. For instance, all the billions of dollars that Khalid Mash'al and Ismail Hania and Yahya Sinwar, the snake, and all these people got, all these terrorists, they got it. Instead of spending that money in the education of the next generation and the healthcare, right? And single mothers whose sons were taught how to operate suicidal missions. Why did they spend the money to buy cheap Iranian rockets and missiles and fire them into Israel ineffectively, only to provoke Israel with their belligerence? Why, Ya Ahmed? Why?
Because they believe it al-jihad, يعني. That's normal thing. And very, you know it, and I know it, and everyone here know it.
But don't you think that is the problem? That you believe in jihad akhir zaman instead of believing.
You believe it too, bro. You believe it too, bro.
No, I don't believe. I don't believe in the end of history. No, Ahmed. I don't believe that the end of history should come with the destruction of the Jews. No.
I'm not talking about Jews. I'm not talking about Jews.
But Israel is a Jewish state.
But not all in Jewish with Israel. I'm talking about Sohayna, Sohyun. You know it.
ومن هم الصهاينة؟ أليس هم اليهود؟
No, it's very, very big difference between them.
وما معنى الصهيونية? What is the definition of Zionism?
Sohayna believe it بالمسيح المخلص. Devil. They believe it about devil.
No, Zionists don't believe. No. Theodor Herschel didn't say this. Ben-Gurion didn't say this. Golda Meir didn't say this. Jabotinsky didn't say this. So where did you get this? Where did you get this? Which Zionist leader said that we have established Israel to bring about the end of the world? Where did you bring this?
I read it from everything. I can't say something
because there isn't
about books, but we all believe it in Middle East.
This is بدعة مؤامرية عربية, propaganda عربية. It's Arabic propaganda. It's Al Jazeera's propaganda. It's the Ikhwan al-Muslimin's propaganda. دعاية للإخوان المسلمين. بعد الانقلاب الخلافة الإسلامية العثمانية. This is what they've been teaching. This is why they always provoke Israel, and when Israel retaliates, they blame Israel. Because one side believes in coexistence and peace and flourishing of humanity. The other side, against Israel, believes, no. Humanity will only flourish, according to Hamas and the likes of Hamas, with the destruction of the Jews.
I have a question. I will ask you a question. If you destroyed Hamas, do you think you can live with peace with Palestinians? And another question: do you think you will, your country will give it them country?
Yeah, I think it's possible.
No.
Yeah, it's possible.
Never, bro.
Because
you know what?
Because all of the peace offers, has come from Israel.
No. you know why, bro? You know why, bro? I will say something. Your country have a big problem with waters, and she will never be in another years without water, and she always try to stall receives water from another country like Lithuania, Niles, and she
That's absolutely untrue, because you see, Israel came up with a technology called desalinization plants. Desalinization plants. Now, desalinization means you take the salt out of the salty water to purify it for fresh water, and then you purify it further with chemicals so that it is drinkable water.
Yeah, but it's not healthy. You said that it's not healthy in your reports.
They even gave this technology to Egypt, and Egypt is using it right now to feed millions, to quench the thirst of millions of people.
I have many reports from Israel, and they said that our water is not healthy, like you said, the sea water. But the last thing. Is this problem will never be هتتحل يعني. أنا مش شايف أي حل في الموضوع غير إن
وما الحل في رأيكم؟
الحل في رأينا
I think the public keep talking about the past, but the thing is, we need to talk about the now and the future. And the difference is, when you have children now, you're not supposed to teach them about the past. You're supposed to teach them about how to move forward and how to be a positive and great person in life. And I think there's a lack of that with what's going on, especially in the Middle East. They want to hold on to grudges. They think that's that's what they think makes up their identity and their culture, to not forget of all the historical shit that happened to them. So what they do is, instead of teaching their children, listen, this is where we came from, we need to be better people, they leave out the part on we need to be better people. And they stick on the fact that this is what happened to us, be bitter, be hateful. We need to teach people that you need to be able to, sure, you can talk about your history, you can talk about your culture, that is amazing. But you need to talk about how you can be the change and the beacon of light to have a better future for your children and your children's children, and how to make them more productive in society, and how you can, become doctors, lawyers, teachers, scientists, chemists, whatever you want to be, you can be. And I think a lot of parents in the Middle East are holding their children back from being that. They're not watering their children. They're not giving them that beacon, that light, that hope. They're teaching them that hate, and they get stuck in that, and that's a problem. I don't know if I was in the Matrix and if that made any sense. To me,
it made complete sense, and that can only come from a Zionist, of course, as far as I'm concerned. But Ahmed was about to prefer a solution, so I asked him, what is this? What is the solution to the conflict, or to the question of this conflict? Because the Arabs suppose that is an intractable problem unless the Jews are no more. So I can even ask you in Arabic. ما الحل لهذه ما يفترض أنه مشكلة عسيرة من نظر العرب يا أحمد? So what is the حل? What is the solution? That you said that there's a solution. What is
this problem? First solution. I'm sorry about that, but we will destroy your country, and we will kill all Israel, all Israeli people, and this what some people, or let's say many people, believe it that. And another solution, that's I said him diplomatic solution. What they, as our president Gamal Abdel Nasser, آسف دكتور عبد الناصر السادات and
Can I ask you a question?
yes, but
Can I ask, did you say you want to destroy our country?
yes, I said that.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. How do you expect to have a brighter future for your kids, your grandkids, and your great-grandkids if you only want to think about destruction? Why wouldn't you say, I want to teach my children how to coexist, how to stop the hate and the violence? So by you professing that you want to destroy our country only leads me to believe that all you want to teach your children and the people around you is destruction. And then at the same time, you'll cry when your destruction didn't go as the plan that you wanted because you're like, shit, I didn't calculate it properly. I'm getting the shit kicked out of me, and then you want to cry. So that's why I don't feel sorry for you people at all.
We need don't cry. Okay. I believe
You
that
cry every fucking day, bro. Every
I don't
fucking
cry.
day.
We will need it. Don't cry, bro. Take it easy. Take it easy. We are just talking. Okay.
I am taking it easy. I have a problem with people that are crying and people that want destruction, and then when you give them destruction, they cry. Because remember what you asked for. You want to destruct. You want to destroy Israel. And then when that doesn't go...
100%. 100%. It's
how are you with me? But you said you wanted, but how are you with me if you say you want to destroy Israel? You're not with me.
I will say that.
Now you're my enemy. And if you're trolling and wasting my time right now, I find that very disingenuous and very completely disrespectful that you would want to destroy a country, and then whenever destruction happens, but it works in our favor and we destruct you, because remember, we're always on the offense, the defense. We never say we want to destroy all these countries. We're defending the actions that you guys portray and the actions you take against us, right? As Jews and as Israelis. So no. Hold on, man. You need to listen, because this is where the problem happens. You want destruction, and then when your plan never goes as planned, you never succeed at destructing Israel, and then you sit back and cry to our children, our babies, our fathers, our mothers, they're dead. But you wanted that. You wanted that. You can't cry now when it happens to you. You wanted that. You asked for it. You prayed on that.
We believe it's that, bro, what you're talking about. We are crying now, but in the future we will Lomo. We will happy. We believe it's that, and we believe it. We will be and keep destroyed us, but we believe it's that.
So you are of the belief.
That was one solution, public solution, what I'm talking about, but I have another solution, and that's a politic solution. You will should accept about Palestinian country, and you will should give him his country, and Israel and.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Ahmed.
But I know you will never.
Ahmed, let me ask you a question. So you're saying you have solutions, right? The first one that came out of your mouth is we want to destroy your country, and we're not crying, you said. Then after I explained it, you said, yes, we're crying now. Okay, so are you stupid or are you retarded?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
but you can't believe it. That's what I'm believing.
You're not stupid. Listen, I'm going to take what you say. I'm going to play your game. You're not stupid. So you want war. You want destruction. So you know exactly what you want. It would be better if you said I was stupid. Then I would try and help you. Why would we try and help you if you're not stupid and this is exactly what you want? So what you want, you get. You want death and destruction, you'll get death and destruction. It just won't be the way you wanted it. It's going to happen to you, to your people. You see, and you reap what you sow.
Ahmed, isn't your strategy to sacrifice your own people in order to create propaganda that will get the world on your own side? Haven't Palestinians... Go ahead.
Yeah, bro. Many Egyptian and many Arab people don't like Jewish.
I know.
That's, you know that. We all know that. That is the big problem. We don't
like Jews.
Love them like you. That's the problem. Why is that? Why? Because you come and you come in our country and stole our land. That's the big problem.
We came to Egypt and stole.
This is amazing.
So Ahmed.
Okay, so Ahmed.
What do you subscribe to? ما هو الرأي الذي أنت تشترك فيه? Which view do you subscribe to? The destruction of the Jews or peace and a bright future?
I hope you and Gaza have a peace, but I believe it because I believe it that it's not be allowed that because many people in other side they don't really believe want the peace.
Listen, guys, the guy's crazy. It's better if he said he was stupid. I could have felt sorry for him. First thing he said is, I want to destroy Israel. You should have stuck with I'm stupid. The problem is you don't want to be humiliated. Insults really hurt you people. The problem is, who the fuck are you fooling? You said I want to destruct Israel. I want to destroy Israel. Now you want... You should have said you were stupid. I would have felt bad for you.
Sorry, are you, is it by queue? Is it?
Go ahead, you can speak. Go ahead, Ginger, you got the mic.
Hey, I'm gonna say something to Ahmed in Arabic. أنت بتفسحهم يا أحمد.
لا مش بفسحهم بس أنا عايز هي المشكلة مشكلة كبيرة يا جينجر. المشكلة اللي أنا بحاول أوصفها له إن السلام هيكون مؤقت ليس أكتر من كده يعني.
So you believe that peace will be temporary?
Guys, just allow Ginger to speak.
You're not being able to, not letting them.
I think you're in the matrix, Ginger. You keep coming in and out. But I would like to hear what you guys have to talk about afterwards.
Let me make an introduction.
طيب عشان بس يعني في الإنجليش نقول بس أنا بقول يعني.
Ginger, you can speak to him in Arabic. Go ahead. You got it.
Ginger, are you here?
I think you're in the matrix, Ginger. Ginger, you want to try and unmute and see if, and please nobody interrupt her because I think maybe she's on to something. Ginger. Hello, Ginger. Gingy. Hello. Yeah, she's still muted up. Okay, until she comes back, she can have the mic. But guys, he's going around and he's got 10 different opinions. Okay, Ginger, go ahead. Can you speak? I think you're in the matrix.
Did I so yeah, let me give you why my internet is not good. Because Israeli drones are over. Yeah. Now I want to ask you: do you agree? Are you listening? Can you hear me? Is my voice clear?
I can hear you. It's drone over me. I can hear you. Perfect. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's our daily bread. Thank you.
When my internet doesn't work, is it because the Israeli drones are out here?
No, my internet doesn't work all day, every day.
That sounds like a government issue.
No. You want to go into the anatomy of the internet?
Semantics. I don't want to do semantics and conspiracy theories because that's the most craziest thing I've ever heard today, and I hear lots of crazy shit every fucking. But go ahead. Are you Egyptian? Are you Egyptian?
I just want to. No, I'm Lebanese, half Palestinian. I said that at the beginning.
Oh no, we didn't hear you. Where are you living right now? Where are you living right now?
In Lebanon. In Lebanon. That's why I'm telling you.
Okay.
Drones all the time. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, okay. Go ahead. Go.
Yeah. I want to know. Do you agree with what Smotrich and Ben Gavir and all this bunch say and their narrative? I'd like to know.
Ginger, I thought you were here to tell us what was going on with Ahmed, and now you're jumping on to blaming Israel.
No, I'm not. No, I came up to ask this question, but before I wanted to see what's the deal with Ahmed. I thought he was trolling. I came up to ask you this particular question.
Do you take responsibility for your country's actions? Shut the fuck up, Ahmed. Honestly, you disgusting human. Ginger, do you take responsibility that
no, I need an answer to my question.
I'm going to answer it. That Hezbollah put your country in danger, that Hezbollah is operating within your country, that Hezbollah wants to destroy and kill Israeli citizens, and that's probably why there's drones flying over your country, not because they want to spy in and see what Ginger's cooking for lunch, because they want to keep their country safe from rockets and terrorist attacks. Do you accept that and take that as a responsibility?
Your voice is breaking up, and I asked a question which you replied with, answered with a question, and it has nothing to do with that. I am asking you.
You failed to take responsibility. You just blamed your internet on Israel.
I didn't blame. I'm asking you if you agree with the rhetoric of these people that I mean.
Yes. Okay. I'll simplify it for you. Yes, I agree with all of them. I know, but I agree with Ben Gavir. I believe Bibi Netanyahu, Smotrich, I don't really listen to, but Ben Gavir,
They want to kill all Arabs? They want to kill all Arabs?
They don't say that. They want to get rid of all terrorists. All terrorists.
No, they say they want to kill all Arabs. But anyway, as a Lebanese...
Can you have a link for that or resource?
Yeah, can you show us where they're saying that, Ginger? Where can you show us the source that's saying that?
No, you look for it. It's there.
No. You look for it because no. When you bring us a lie, prove it.
I'm not lying. This is the problem.
I just googled it. There's nothing here. Can you help us out, please?
No, because listen, guys.
Ginger, I'm going to tell you something. Hold on. I'm going to mute the room right now because you're going to interrupt. So the gentleman on the top right on the screen, he's in the Knesset. He's part of the Israeli government. Have you ever made a statement that hold on? No. What light? He brings light to the world. Do you say you want to kill all Arabs? Did they talk about that in the government?
And if they did, well, Ginger.
Exactly.
That's not an official position by any means, by any stretch of the imagination.
Not just official, they never said it. She just made it up.
They've never said it. She just made that up, like she made up the fact that her internet's not working because of Israeli drones.
Guys, my mobile phone is not working. I think it's because of Bibi.
Yeah. Fuck, they got you too.
Yeah, he also hates Kurds, Alpha.
Yes. Leave my phone alone.
And October 7th was not perpetrated by Israel. It was perpetrated by Hamas.
This is the problem.
What does that say about it?
I got a rash.
The Zionists got me. I got a rap.
But this is interesting. Bibi fucking say.
Alpha, everybody in this room, this is the problem. You know what? They never want to take responsibility that they tried to strike and kill Israeli citizens first. As a result, Israel's defending itself, and now you reap what you sow. You tried to kill Israeli citizens. The IDF will come after you. They will reach out and find you. You could be hiding in Antarctica under an iceberg. They're going to find you. They're going to make you pay the price for trying to kill one life in Israel. One. So don't cry now because of a result of your actions.
So basically, Ahmed, if you didn't understand what Bibi said, هذا صديق عزيز بيبي يقول أن العرب لا يتحملون المسؤولية أبدا، يصورون دائما سردية يكون فيها الآخرون كبش فداء لمازقهم. Okay?
Bibi said it?
Yes.
Like this in Arabic?
Yeah. So basically, Arabs never take responsibility.
I can't. My internet is really bad. I'm sorry.
But I want to know. Yeah, Ginger. You guys always talk about الاستعمار والاحتلال. I'm going to tell you. I mean, it's clear that you're Arabic. I don't know if I should tell you this in Arabic or should I tell you this in English. If you want, I can tell you in both. Right?
Whatever you want.
You know what's interesting? Right.
No.
So.
Yeah, whatever you want, you don't listen anyway.
Yeah, so
you see,
let me tell you in Arabic as well, but then I will translate it in English.
You see the insults? I haven't done anything. Already my internet is not good and I cannot hear everything.
Ginger, what does October 7th tell you about who wants to eliminate who? Does that look like Israel?
I don't want to go into this with you. No.
Why not?
I don't want to go into
Why not?
Because
the truth hurts.
Because I'm not even, I am so uncomfortable being in this room. I am so uncomfortable. I just came out.
I understand what these
So I'm
If you're not uncomfortable, you should leave the room. Honestly, we do not want anybody.
I am gonna
She's
leave.
right.
I'm gonna leave.
Falsehood is always uncomfortable when confronted by truth, yes.
No, nothing to do with that. Legally, I'm not supposed to be talking to Israelis. In my country, there's a law.
Why?
Legally.
Is that not
روح شوف القانون فتش على القانون جاوب له روح فتش على القانون اكتب
طبعا القانون العربي الفاشي طبعا القانون العربي الفاشي
لا قانون لبناني
of course
قانون لبناني يا اخي هلا بدك
يمنع البشر ان يتكلم مع اليهود ما عم بتخليني احكي الفاظ خليني
I don't think you correct.
She's saying that according to the law in Lebanon, she's not allowed to speak.
She's Lebanese, not Israeli. She's not Egyptian.
Yeah, so she's saying clearly for everyone to hear. Allow me to say this, please. Everyone should hear that Ginger admitted, and thanks for that admission, that in Lebanon there's an apartheid law that forbids citizens of Lebanon from speaking to Israelis.
You're making me laugh. Go ahead. Apartheid law. No, we are officially at war. We are officially enemies. We're not like Egypt. We're not like Jordan. We are officially enemies. Until we no longer are enemies, this law will no longer be
اسمعي زين يا جنجر. إسرائيل also
أول شيء الإنترنت عم بتقطع وثاني شيء عم تحكوا فوق بعض مش عم بسمع شيء وما عم بفهم عليه.
شوفي
الإنترنت عندي مش منيحة خليني روح بليز لأنه ما بدي I'm not comfortable at all. So good luck for you guys.
In Israel, listen, before you go, in Israel, there is that war. Okay? Israel was provoked into a war by Hamas and Hezbollah afterwards. Listen, but Israelis are not being put in jail or threatened simply because Israel is at war with those terrorist organizations.
يا خيي ما بدي مش فرقانة معي أنا عارفة حالي أنا ضمنيا بعقليتي أنا وقلبيا ما بدي أقعد معهم. طلعت أسأل السؤال بس.
انت خنزير.
ما عندي سؤال.
راح أقول شيء بالعربي فسر لهم إياه كاسم إسرائيل.
يا شرموطة الزلمة.
سلك ما تنطق.
Why am I not surprised? Everybody here heard what she said, that there's a Lebanese law. This is apartheid. This is why nobody believes, nobody in their right mind, no educated person, no literate person will believe an Arab propaganda. And I'll say this to you who are pro-Arabs and speak Arabic and understand Arabic. When you speak about colonialism and apartheid and legal coercion and imposition, على مر التاريخ فتح المسلمون أراضٍ كثيرة لشعوب أصيلة متعددة، وإلى يومنا هذا يفتخر المسلمون بتلك الفتوحات، وقد انطوت تلك الفتوحات على عربنا والأسلمة والإكراه القانوني تحت الشريعة والسياسات الإمبراطورية، وتسمى تلك الفتوحات حملات تحريرية، بينما هي في الواقع ذروة الفتوحات العسكرية والاستعمار والإمبريالية الثقافية والغرض الديني والإكراه الديني. I hope you guys heard that in Arabic. I hope that you heard that in Arabic. And for those who want to know what I said in Arabic, I said this. Throughout history, Muslims conquered many lands of many indigenous people. And to this day, Muslims or Arabs take pride in those conquests. They valorize it. They lionize their conquerors. Those conquests involved Arabization, Islamization, legal coercion under the Sharia of Islam, and imperial politics. Those conquests are called liberation campaigns in the textbooks of the Muslims and Arabs, when in reality, they are the epitome of military conquests and colonialism and cultural imperialism and religious imposition. Why don't you talk about that? We had a Lebanese in this room saying my government, given that they were the belligerent party and they declared war against Israel and they provoked Israel and they attacked Israel, they have a law in place that makes it uncomfortable from speaking to Israelis. That's apartheid. But in Israel, you can speak to anybody regardless of the state of emergency and war. So for those who were in the room and they joined the room of that terrorism promoting Amir, this is for you to know. Your so-called countries, you implement policies that are apartheid policies.
Well, I want to welcome Mike to the stage, Delta. Mike, the mic is on you, Mike. How are you? Welcome.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tehran. I'm from Iran. My ID is not real because in Iran, talking on Clubhouse is illegal, and you can get arrested for talking to Israelis because they say that this is cooperation with the enemy. That's ridiculous, but it's true. So many from inside of Iran are on Clubhouse with the fake IDs. So I'm amazed that when Ahmed taught, because all we taught in school, they told us that Israeli killed Christian children, they sucked their blood, put them in bottles and use in breads. They told us horrible stories about Israeli people. We had no information about Jews. We had no information about American. We even had no access to TV because in Iran was only 2 channels that broadcasted programs only 6 hours per day. And after internet came to Iran, everything changed. People became more educated about the war. So you can understand why Iranians, most of them, or Arabs, I don't know about Arabs, but it seems that it's the same shit. They are telling the same thing that we heard in Iran, that Israelis are killing Arabs, Israelis are occupying lands of Muslims. There are many similarities between what Arabs, these guys from Egypt and the woman from Lebanon, talk. The same shit we heard in school, in workplaces, in universities. When you know that in Iran, compulsory service is still on, and you have to go to be a soldier on force. You know, we have no professional army. When I became soldier after university, they asked us to sign a paper that we will volunteer to attack Israel. It was 2000, I don't know, 2011, I think. They said us, and at that time there was, I don't know, an intifada, something like that, and there was a conflict in Gaza. They asked us to sign a paper that we are ready to go to war. And we knew that it is ridiculous and there will be no war at that time. So every soldier signed that paper, but they signed it because we were afraid of these Revolutionary Guard soldiers. And even in the regular army, there are some, it is ridiculous. In army, in Iran regular army, there are militias from IRGC that control the garrisons, control all military police. So it is, and I know in Quran, it is written. It is written in Quran that everybody shall become Muslim. That's what this guy Alpha told us. I confirm that it is totally 100% true. That's what's happening when Muslims conquer places, lands. They force those people. If you don't become Muslim, you have to pay, I don't know, 30% of your income that Muslim government supports you or control you, provide service to you. That's what happened in many forced Muslim countries, like my country, Iran. That's what they do. They believe that even Spain is belonging to Muslims. That's what Khamenei told us, that after conquering Palestine, or they call it occupied Palestine, not Israel. They never say that there is a country as Israel. You know that. They say that after conquering Israel, we have to go and free Spain. They say that. They say that after Jerusalem, we have to go to get the Spain. That's what Muslim believes. That is Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, and you know that they are Sunnis, but Khamenei translated all the yes, we know that, but that's what they believe. That's how they spend our money, the oil money, more than $1,000 billion they spend on this shit that they call it mu'avamat or resistance. They even call the resistance economic. They call the economy of 90 million people resistance economy. That's a nonsense. That doesn't mean anything in academic words. But after Bibi attacked Iran, it is very strange that many Iranians were very happy. They prayed that Israel don't attack our infrastructures, but they were very happy that they killed the generals of IRGC, because if we wanted to get rid of them, it took more than 10,000 or 100,000 Iranian souls to be killed to fighting these bastards that are killing our people in the streets. Thank you for giving me the mic.
Somebody said in the comment section, BB, bombing hospitals is part of war also, as a rhetorical question. No, bombing hospitals is not part of war, nor did anybody ever argue as such. However, when you build ammunition houses under schools and then use the school as a veneer to cover for your terror tunnels or your ammunition houses from which you resupply yourself and reinforce yourself to commit more genocidal terrorist attacks, that's when the warplanes of the Honorable Israeli Air Force will have to come and blow them up to smithereens. It's really simple logic. So when you stop building terror tunnels under civilian buildings, then they will not become target jacks. So in other words, what many of you do admit to, you supporters of Hamas, what you do admit to, both directly, some of you who have the guts to admit directly so that we can know exactly what ilk of a vermin you are, and those of you who actually try to give your pro-Hamas views some air of respectability. This goes for both of you. When you stop investing in terror tunnels by the millions of dollars and actually invest in civilian facilities for children and the elderly, that's when you might have a change of views of the world. But as long as you invest heavily, intellectually, politically, emotionally, economically, and religiously in terrorism, and you are pig-headedly bent on the destruction of a people that have sought nothing throughout the history except to coexist or simply to exist, then do not start showing us your crocodile tears when the consequences of war start knocking on your doorstep. You provoked a war. On October 6th, everybody was waking up at 6 a.m., going into work at 8 a.m., coming back home at 5 p.m. On October 7th, you provoked a war in the morning and you got the answer in the evening. That's why this war started. You are the belligerent party. You actually invoked the war. And now you're crying about the wrath of war and trying to preach morality and ethics? In which book of ethics did you find that if you have a problem with the military, you go and terrorize the civilians? In which book of the rules of combat do you find that it is moral to abduct civilians who have nothing to do with the conflict? How dare you preach morality and ethics? What temerity! This is what makes you look even more uglier, because the intelligent people, when they weigh your words and actions, they don't only find cognitive dissonance. No. They find unhinged fanaticism and deathly fundamentalism that is predicated on a narrative that sees nothing but destruction. So how dare you try to preach? I must go, my dear friend Maor. Good to see you again, as always. And Jay as well, and all our other pro-Israelis and all of our Israeli friends.
Thank you.
In the end, I will say this much. Am Israel Chai, may you reign forever, and may you always remain sovereign and proud.
You too, Alpha. Thank you. Jay, can you send me the link? I don't know. I'm searching. I can't find it. Jay, look.
Hello, Daniel.
Shalom.
Hi, Daniel.
מה שלומך? חדש.
פועלים בסדר.
ברוך השם.
Baby, who were you screaming at now?
Where?
My friend.
You guys heard that?
Yeah, I was in there for a second, yeah.
Oh no, it's that guy Thilo, whatever the fuck is he sitting in there, like, just, these guys are shitbirds, bro. Like, just, I don't know. Yeah, no, I told my friend, I'm like, you're not banned. People say things they don't mean. I apologize for calling you a piece of shit.
Maybe you have a link to his profile?
My friend?
J-Lo asked me. Yeah, J-Lo asked me if I'm blocking him. I don't know.
You weren't wrong, baby. You weren't wrong.
I'm not sure. You have a link to his profile? So I can check if I'm blocking him.
Yeah, 1 second. These people are all fucking psychos, bro.
There's probably a reason why I blocked him if I blocked him.
Absolutely. And then, like, yeah, Buttercup in the channel saying that we're honest and this and that, and I'm kind of lost.
With being honest, I never understood it. Like, what's the problem with that?
Me neither.
Like, it's okay to love your enemies, but it's not okay to love your country.
No,
that's not Kahan.
Jews are in her eyes. Jews, no.
I don't think she knows what Kahanism is, but Kahanism is not about love.
She thinks Kahana is a terror organization that they go and kill people all over.
They think that everyone that doesn't say, I don't know, whatever she wants to say is a Kahanist. And also Amos called me a Kahanist because I don't know what I said. Like,
it's a new political slogan. That's what it is. It's a new political.
What's that?
It's basically like right and left. Right,
no, they insult that the left, they're all they call you Kahanist or Bibist. Like,
for me, it's kind of new to be called either.
More, I sent you a message of the guy's profile.
Okay, 1 second.
Daniel, you think we're gonna go to war with Russia?
No, not blocked. I don't block him.
I know.
Aleph blocks him. Aleph blocks him, he said.
Oh,
Aleph knows.
Yeah, but you can still get in, though.
No, you can't. Not when you're mod.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. When a mod blocks you.
Yeah, one sec. Let me check. Maybe I don't block him. My friend, he is not my friend.
Bullshit. This guy blocks a lot of people.
It's just your friend, not my friend.
No.
Not my friend. Not my friend. Your friend?
It's better to call him what he is. Poor guy.
Yeah, schmuck. Flashback. No, I don't block him.
I know. He probably. Who the fuck knows? He's just. I don't know. Rudy's looking for attention today. I just don't understand how people don't realize when you attack Israel, they're gonna defend themselves. They want Israel to bend over and like Amos said yesterday, go on your knees and with jaw and say, I'm sorry that you attacked us. Are you fucking joking? And all these people that cry in these rooms, like, Israel. And I like Jews, but I hate Zionists. That doesn't even make fucking sense, for one. And what do you expect Israel to do? Not defend themselves? And then you like that guy Ahmed was in here. He's like, I want to destroy your country, but I want peace. You're not gonna get peace. You're gonna get what you asked for. Destruction and mayhem.
He's Egyptian, right?
He's Egyptian, and the other girl was Lebanese Christian because her profile said Christ is king, and she blamed her internet on Israel that it's not working. I hear some new videos. Yeah. It was the drone, she said.
The Houthis just threatened that they will cut the internet underwater cable. So if she has any complaints, dial 1-800-Houthi.
Yeah, we just attacked Sana again, by the way.
You know what I don't understand? And it's a serious thing. You know, like the Indians and Pakistanis, where their hatred is. And then you have Indians that are fucking in love with Israel. But then you have Indians and Pakistanis fucking can't stand. I don't understand why aren't you worried about your own backyard? Like, why are you looking in everybody else's backyard? Why don't you water your own lawn? Like, that's a toilet bowl in the world. It's like a clogged toilet. They got so much shit going on there, but they're concerned about other countries. I don't get it. Fix your country perfect.
Here's some news. Poland have just invoked Article 4 of NATO's Article 4 after drone incursions last night into Poland from Russia. Russia are claiming they didn't attack Poland, but Article 4 basically means that if a NATO country has been attacked, invoking Article 4, there has to be a response from all the NATO countries.
No. There's a difference between Article 4 and 5. Article 5 is there needs to be a response. That's only been invoked once, which was right after 9/11. Article 4 is when you meet up at the council, all the NATO members that will talk about how they will respond. But it's not Article 5, it's Article 4. Essentially, they're trying to figure out.
Just, you know the name of the operation in Yemen that happened today? It's called the Chilchulei Pamonim.
Chilchulei Pamonim.
Exactly.
ראיתי תימניה, לא? תשאר את זה.
She's Yemenite. What's the phrase? Not Mongol. Mongol?
No, not Mongol. No. It was...
No, not Mongol?
רגע, שנייה, אני אגיד.
לא יפה לקוניה השנייה. או לדבו, יפה לקוניה? לא. שושנה דמרי?
לא, אהובה עוזרי.
אהובה עוזרי.
צלצולי פעמונים. עודים ללב כבוני לב.
I want to be in the IDF unit that is coming up with the names to those operations, like sit in those rooms where they brainstorm, like, give me ideas.
עם כלביה. זה היה טוב.
עם כלביה, yes.
I love the biblical names, operations with biblical names.
In every parasha, you have amazing names for operation.
We also deliver it usually in biblical magnitude. Not just biblical.
Yeah, Operation Wrath of God was pretty cool.
That was the beeper?
No, Wrath of God was the one after Black September, Munich massacre in the 70s.
Yeah, right. Taking down the, yes, okay, yes. Finding and...
מה זה הענבי זעם? Grapes of anger. מה הקשר?
Yeah, grapes of anger.
Maybe, I think it was in the summer, maybe.
What, sorry?
When was the grapes of
so you had the Munich massacre in 1972. 1970.
Invasion.
No, invasion. נגד חיזבאללה.
Grape of
grapes of wrath?
Anger. Of anger, yeah.
And in the 70s and 80s, I think it officially ended.
No, it was now. No, we're talking about...
Really?
Yes, something that happened, maybe at Hezbollah, there was invasion.
תופרת יצוקה ולחמה ומתוקה.
חמה מתוקה. מה זה של חנוכה?
Operation Grapes of Wrath is from 1996. It's completely unrelated.
Invasion? Okay. So
yeah, who attacked Hezbollah. I don't know what it was. Funny name.
It's really hard to follow all the names, to be honest.
It's and Aviza'am, okay.
And Aviza'am in Vey, it's like...
it's also called Udvan Nisan. It's called the April aggression.
April? Nisan is April? No, yeah, well, kind of.
Yeah, it's like the old man from Nisan, but it happened in April, so they call it April.
Okay. San Aleph, San Bet. Agreement.
These polarities got a message in the back channel from Kanita. Bibi, FBI? I'm waiting for the FBI. Why did you remove me from your room? I didn't, but and then it goes, I want to talk more shit so the FBI can kill me. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Who is it?
That was that sicko. That was in the room earlier.
The one who wants to kill Jewish babies?
Yeah, you need
Yes,
to be more
with
specific.
instruments and stuff, she said.
Yeah, yeah.
Where does she live? The US?
Ah,
Oh, no, she
Z,
didn't say.
Gail or Z, that's her.
The one that talk like this?
No, a new one today.
No, a new one. A new one. I never saw it before.
Wow. They multiply.
I know she described how she wants to kill them too, like in disgusting detail. Sick people.
Even the people from Amir's room, they're like, that's sickening. They don't even go there.
Yo, fuck Israel. I don't give a fuck about Israel.
Well, fuck you. I want to fuck you.
Guys, when are you available?
Fuck you. You guys are running.
Yeah, when? Stop teasing. When?
I'm telling you live right now. Rap that down.
Yalla, where? Like
you
where?
guys are zero. You guys are zero. Suck your mom.
Yeah. Listen, you already convinced me. You convinced me. Yeah, well.
Everything. Yeah, you guys are bitches. You guys are nothing. Your star is zero. You want to be like Jewish. Yes.
Please continue.
Yeah.
You want to be like
Shut the
Jewish?
fuck up.
People?
Shut the fuck up. I don't want to talk to no. I don't want to talk to no Israeli.
Why you come on the stage?
Because I want to say it. I have a
He's
voice.
doing it. He's talking to Jewish people.
We will tell your government.
I don't want to.
We have the recorder. We send it to your government.
You.
Haram. You talk to your mother like that?
Batman, Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
Palestine.
אשכרה כמו שירות לקוחות פה. כל רגע עולה איזה הייטר אחר ומתלונן.
If I show him a map of the world, that like a blind map, do you think he knows where Palestine is?
No. For sure, no.
You know what? A map, you know what? I will give you a map with the name of the countries on them. Will he now find Palestine?
No.
For fuck's sake, where is Palestine? Flip open the map.
It's like trying to find Narnia.
Underworld.
Andrew, you must be so upset too. All these like temptations, and then they lie.
Okay, Palestine is underneath India, I think.
No, it's next to now.
That's Sri Lanka. Don't do that. That's dirty. Don't do
It's near India, you know.
מה היא רוצה זאתי עכשיו?
If I was Sinhalese, Tamil, I would be so offended.
Danny, it's close to Narnia and southern Wakanda.
Like next to Middle, if you go like, you know where Middle Earth is?
Yeah.
So you basically pass Middle Earth. And then I think it's like right next to Westeros, like east of Westeros.
And yeah, what did they say in Germany regarding Poland?
I know that this is what they say. I don't know what it means. So.
Berliner talk.
Poland have just said that the country is closest to war since the Second World War.
With who? Russia?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be unfortunate if the Third World War would start with Poland again, just this time?
And Poland is really close to me, like to Berlin.
Yeah.
So right across the...
It's your backyard, yeah.
I can see Russia from my house.
I thought when Trump met with Putin, that was supposed to de-escalate all of this. Like, is this all just fake news?
It was a distraction. It was a trap.
Everybody wants to be part of something now. I think the countries that are feeling left out are like, yo, me. The Philippines are going to try and invade Cuba or something next. Watch.
Poland doesn't have a very good history of winning war.
The president of FIFA, Gianni Infantino, reacted to the Israeli attack on Doha.
His wife is Arab.
I was deeply affected by the tragic events that occurred in Doha, and I send my condolences to the people in Qatar and all the innocent people that...
He's on the payroll of Qatar.
He's on the payroll of Qatar. That's why they got the World Cup right away.
Like, at least, like, don't pee from the, how do you call it, מהמקפצה. Like, if you want to pee in the pool, do it. But, like, this is, like, on our face.
What do you mean? He's an employee of Qatar. What do you want him to say?
Of FIFA? Like, officially? The FIFA?
All of them, yeah. They get all their money from them.
Yeah, this I get. But a bit of finesse, like, do it more discreetly.
No, he's wearing a hat. You know those hats? Say I pee in pool.
Yeah.
The world's going to wake up sooner than we think.
Is the Doha attack, did they kill, because I heard they killed like one, individual who was of any value, like, or were there more? Because I've heard like conflicting reports of like who got killed.
It's unconfirmed yet. None of it is, we don't have the, EPA, I think it's called, like damage, whatever. We have to wait. But it looks like they're a bit pessimistic. But to be honest, even if they were warned by Qatar, as probably this is what happened, that the United States told Qatar and Qatar told Hamas. Even then, Hamas were sure that they're like that no one even knows where they are, and even if we missed them, they got the message, and the message still stands.
What is the message exactly?
TikTok, motherfucker.
No, but do you think they're gonna flee from Qatar? Or are they just gonna hide in Qatar?
No, it doesn't matter. That's the thing. In Qatar, they felt safe. They're like mediators. They were in a place that basically no one knew this house, and they thought that they are safe. I mean, well, the message is nowhere is safe for you.
I think Turkey is safe for them. They're probably gonna take.
You think
Turkey might be, but then Turkey will have other things. Like they would be more like Qatar. I don't think that Turkey wants to be more like Qatar. I think that Qatar wants to be more like Turkey.
But the issue is Turkey is part of NATO, so it can't really do what they did.
Exactly. Yes, but also I'm not sure that Turkey can so easily do what Qatar is doing, like hosting a terrorist organization and.
Yeah, they can. They don't really have an issue with that.
Yeah, of course they can. Yeah, they can. But if all the other countries will then decide to leave NATO, then Turkey will be left in NATO alone.
Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. It's like the second largest army we have in NATO after the UN.
Well, but if they are becoming like
they've always been like a bone of contention. Like we've had many issues with Turkey, especially in Syria. The US and Turkey actually have different interests in Syria, so it's like one example.
I don't see anything about this Poland thing. Interesting.
They're talking, they're discussing what to do because we need to respond. NATO needs to respond.
What happened exactly? Russia attacked.
So last night. No, it was the last night around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. local time. They got intel from Ukraine that some of the Russian drones in Ukraine they had like trespassed. Flew into Poland, I think 19 or 20 drones. And they went pretty far, like several hundred kilometers. Even one of them went to like one of the NATO bases.
In Poland, there's a NATO base?
Of course. Poland is like a huge place. Like
okay.
NATO air base.
And how come the Ukrainians have to tell them that doesn't Poland has their own...
So apparently the official story, the Ukrainian story, the Polish story as well, is that these were Russian drones that obviously in Ukraine. But then from Ukraine, it flew into Poland. Poland even warned Belarus, about it because they didn't want Belarus to think that these were like Polish drones, whatever. So even Belarus were like aware of it. Obviously, you have your doubts initially. You're thinking, could this be like false flag, like Ukraine doing this because they want to involve NATO? But like, no, they checked it out. The drones are Russian. It's definitely Russia. Russia has even admitted it. They said they didn't do it on purpose. So it's a little bit,
okay.
It's a little bit weird now, because it's not like a real attack. Like obviously they're spying, and we need to.
Yeah. Now the question is, do you put like a limit? Yeah, like or like do you absorb?
Question is, how do you respond appropriately? Like this, like a proportion, let's say, because you don't want to like start a war, obviously, with this. Like,
well, you send some drones over Moscow and back that don't do anything except like maybe it's like the same level of a message,
Or you get more engaged in Ukraine. I think this is the right time for Trump actually to get more involved in Ukraine.
Yes,
the strategy
has there's like if there's legitimacy now because of that, yes, it could be another way that they pay. I heard there was like an earthquake in Afghanistan. This region was it, and that many women died because the men would not rescue them because they were not family, so they couldn't touch them. And because women are not allowed to study, there are less and less women, female doctors and nurses. So, and also some of the women ran out of the house and then they had to go back to bring their hijab, and then a lot of time like crazy shit that you don't even think about when you hear about this earthquake.
That's crazy.
And how it affects like the women that they were under the rubble. No one came to them. Horrible. Even when they did get them out, they pulled them they pulled their their clothes, not to touch their skin, like their shirt or whatever. Yeah, no one. And the thing is that those stories, like no one cares.
Yeah.
Not the human rights, not
it
all
doesn't
those.
Hit the news too much. You hear it for half a second.
But forget about the news. There are like organizations that are like, believe all women, or like humanitarian group and Amnesty. This is what you do. You don't work for clicks. You don't work for revenue. You don't work for, love. You work to fix the world, and they don't. They just don't give two fucks.
Daniel, there is a film. I don't know where this film is popular. We're in Israel. It's an Israeli film that was produced in 2004 during the Second Intifada, right? It's about this Israeli girl who decides to visit Bosnia and Herzegovina after the Balkan Wars.
Can you guys hear me? Oh, now you.
Yeah.
Okay, Hilda, unmute. Hilda's got a lot to say.
I will tell just a quick story about Hilda. I don't know if it's true or not, but there's like Hilda and Hans. And Hilda and Hans, when they live in Israel, so they wrote their names, Hilda and Hans. But if you read it, it actually says Hayalda ve'Anas. That's how you would read it in Hebrew, which means the rapist and the girl. I was Daniel. Thank you. I'll be here.
Daniel, I have a question for you. I don't know if you know, yesterday on the news, they said there was an Israeli girl that had been kidnapped in Iraq that was released yesterday. Do you know why she was kidnapped? What was she doing in Iraq?
She went there by herself. She's a researcher. And she went there because she thought that, she's a researcher and it's legitimate and that's and then she was kidnapped by, wasn't ISIS, right? Was it Al-Qaeda? What was it?
It's Hezbollah. It's like this Iranian proxy. What's it?
Okay. Yeah, they were holding her for a few years. I don't remember how many, but I know.
Yeah, 2003, I think. Or 2023, I think.
Yeah.
But she went there from Israel? She went to Iraq from Israel?
Yeah, no, I think from Russia or something.
I think from Russia. Yeah, from Russia. Wow. I think she has a Russian nationality also.
She has a Russian passport.
And she didn't get a lot of sympathy because she kind of, what are you, stupid? Everybody that heard the story is like, what are you, stupid?
It's kind of like that. We also had this journalist, who was really supportive of the Iranian regime. That young one, the one that there was like a swap, like an exchange. I don't know if you remember. The Italian prime minister that went to Trump and said, please help us, get her released. The one who was very supportive of Iran, but was actually kidnapped in Iran when she went.
Okay.
Wow. Just dumb, yeah.
Yeah.
But I wanted to finish this whole thing regarding the focus of the world when it comes to these conflicts and wars. So there is this Israeli film from 2004, which is quite interesting because Mahmoud Darwish is featured in it. It's kind of like this film that's trying to decipher, the whole psychology behind war. And there's this really interesting scene when she's asking him.
You remember the name?
Yeah, it's called Notre Musique. You will hear Hebrew, you'll hear Notre Musique, like our music. It's French. So
Notre Musique.
Notre Musique.
Notre Musique. Okay.
And there's this really famous Jewish, who he is, asking a question in Hebrew, and he responds in Arabic saying, you Israelis, you Zionists, you are obviously our curse because you defeated us, but you're also a blessing because the entire world is fixated on Jews. You're the most observed group, most envied group, most hated group. Therefore, you defeat us, but you're also giving us a blessing because our Palestinian cause becomes the world's cause because of you Jews. What he's doing is he's essentially admitting that people don't really care about Palestinians. They care about Jews. And it's why everyone's talking about Palestine, not about the Afghans, the Pakistanis, the Indians, the Yemenites, or the Sudanese.
Yeah, I asked a few times here, if anyone knows pro-Palestinian, someone that identified as pro-Palestinian, that actually cares for the Palestinians, and it's not just about hate to Israel. And I've yet to find one like this, that when I would engage with him in a conversation about something that's happening to the Palestinians, it would be about that and not, but Israel is doing this, but Israel is doing that. Even when it's about the way Hamas is using their own people, or all the crimes and all the exploitation, they cannot handle it. So if there is anyone in the audience who considers themselves pro-Palestinian, or the people, not the cause, raise your hand.
Maximilian in the chat section, I hope you got the title. It's called Notre Musique, our music. You can watch it on YouTube.
It's Julian, guys. It's Julian. During an identity crisis this week, yeah, and he changed his name to Maximilian.
Who's Julian? I don't know.
He's the gay guy that's on the app. Not that I have anything against gays. I know, not that I.
Daniel was sitting there like, what?
I'm right
Listen,
here.
I love Sweetie. I love Sweetie. It's not him. It's another guy that acts weird. At least Daniel's open and honest about it. He doesn't lie and pretend. This guy, one day he's gay, the next day he's not. It's so weird, Julian. And Daniel doesn't change his voice. I like that about him.
Yeah, I know.
Where's you?
Yeah.
Daniel, if I get next time we go to Israel, if I get rejected entries because of this whole visa policy, will you vouch for me?
No.
Look like my suitcase.
No, I need you to tell them fucking a justice warrior for years. I have a good problem about it. I just heard this one Indian guy,
Why would they reject you?
I tell you what, this is the reason why, because I heard I have this story, personal story around my friends about this Indian guy who, just like me, been to Israel 4 or 5 times. With this new whole visa policy thing for this year, 2025, it's kind of like Esther, we're going to go to the US. You have to apply beforehand online before you get there. Even if you want to cross the border. This other guy, we got rejected. If you want to fly into Bengude, it's a foreign. Yeah, I think most countries. I think there's only like a handful of countries.
Nice to know. So
yeah. It's easier, like if they think, like you're a threat to the country or whatever, I'm just going to reject you here immediately because it's hard to reject someone who flew into the country or interrogated. Here, whenever you apply, digitally, like it's better for them. I kind of get it. But I was just a little bit worried because I think the Indian guy who had only been 5 times,
but you're not Indian.
No, but I don't think that should be an issue. I'm just wondering.
I don't think that's the issue. I don't think that's the issue that he's doing.
It's pro-Israeli, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's massive pro-Israeli, it's rejected. I'm not a big fan of it.
Maybe try to migrate to Israel.
That's actually true.
Migration, yeah. They couldn't establish permanent source of income is widely leaves and stuff like this. And yes, for example, if you have no family, less ties, less chances.
Yeah, that's true. I have ties though.
We still have the right to refuse service to anyone. Of
course, I'm aware. I don't know how I should reveal it here, but they actually tried to recruit me for the first time.
So tell them, if you want to recruit me, now you don't want to even let me in.
I think it was a test though, because they wanted to see what I was like, loyal to a specific country or the US or
Oh, maybe
I think it was a more test. What I'm trying to say is I don't think it was general. I think it was more test.
Maybe they don't need right now. You want the list to be activated when needed.
I'm not interested, to be honest. I just want to enjoy my holidays.
You don't get to choose.
And next time, like, I just want to go back to the Dead Sea. Look at the Jews. You do a little bit of work. You can play hard.
I just came to see that.
Yeah. You want Dead Sea? I'll show you Dead Sea. It's the desert.
I'm from China.
Hey, Point, how you doing, you big dummy, big stupid dummy? You're just jealous that I'm on TV now, Point. You're just a big stupid dummy. Just so jealous that I'm a supermodel and I'm on television now. You don't know shit, Point.
Most High God.
Because you introduced per capita. Because if you look at 6 million crimes compared to 1.8 million. So what are you guys doing?
More white people than black people.
Yeah, but you guys are doing the more crime. Yeah,
Right. But what about specifically knocking over a liquor store?
You know. Oh, do you have the data on that?
Yeah, pull the data. If the data shows it, we can see it.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's just like you guys use per capita, but see, I could see if you were underrepresenting yourself on per capita, but you're not. You know, you're either right at or you're a little bit above, the median line. And I think where black people overrepresent themselves in per capita, I think those few dots or those few points can be attributed to economics.
Psychological, and there is also because of the weakness of the United States or weakness in the commitment of the United States, however you want to.
I'd like to welcome John Kitover to the stage. I think this is as good a time as any for me to invite you to donate to John Kitover's campaign. He's running for Congress in the 16th District of Illinois. John is a good friend of mine and an excellent speaker on Clubhouse, reads a lot of wisdom-based books, ancient wisdom books on Clubhouse, and also trolls people and records them and holds up a mirror to them and shows them how much they're wasting time and how stupid they are. And I think that you can donate to his campaign by clicking the link in my bio.
Thanks, my friend. It's very nice of you to say.
He's also a yogi, high-level advanced yogi. And if you check out his...
He also goes to the gym fatty, which is what I just did.
On YouTube, he's called the Pudgy Yogi.
Is it over?
Big love, big love, big love, big love, big love, bitch. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why'd you change the name, my friend, from Jews to debaters?
Big Law, I had no idea that was you. You're a fucking legend.
I've been quiet. Thanks. You are too. Thanks for not kicking me out, guys.
Yeah, that whole per capita thing is bullshit. Like, I could see if there was just no white crime, then you could say, okay, well, maybe that it's an inherent thing or whatnot, but there is, there is white crime, and it exists. And it exists, it's a lot of people, 6 million people. So, like, if it's 6 million people, is it a gene thing or is it a human thing? Per capita kind of self-destructs when you look at the whole thing. Because it's like, why are these 6 million white people committing crimes? You know what I mean? Like,
Because the Hells Angels or something?
Well, to be honest, there's nothing inherently wrong with looking at both the population level, like raw numbers, and also the kind of per capita. Per capita is just a way to compare two populations of different sizes. So if I'm going to compare crime in Texas to crime in North Dakota, I have to make that adjustment because Texas is like, I don't know,
50 times bigger than North Dakota. So the numbers wouldn't make sense otherwise. So it's not really inherently wrong per capita, but I also get your larger point that you can't also ignore the overall weight of crime. And that weight of crime is, if you look at it, the raw numbers is kind of revealing. And it's going down. It's going down. That's what they're saying. When they look at the new numbers and whatnot, and we'll see what happens when. Oh wait, hold on. Alan just gave a good point. He said, "White people internalize their anger and blame themselves. Black people externalize it and direct it outward, just like the Democrats taught them to do." That's funny. You got the most criminal administration. They got to do like 34 felonies as their leader right now. It's crazy. It's interesting. A lot of this is coming up after the video of the black man stabbing the Ukrainian woman. But also, too, that happened in Charleston, which is in the South, where racial tensions are very high. And who created those conditions for racial tensions to be high? White people. This is also in a town that had a mass shooting just 10 years ago. Everybody remember Dylan Roof? Yep. Dylan Roof. Can we talk about him for a second? Because maybe they forgot. Yeah, Dylan Roof, he killed 10 African Americans in a church, and he did it with his chest out. When they took him to court, he said, "I do not apologize for what I did." So racial tensions are very high in Charleston. I think was that what the BLM were in Charleston as well? Like those.
What was there any? This isn't good. This isn't good. It just keeps
PTR.
people distracted and poor. Because as a person who can detach himself from it and look from a bird's eye view, the only thing that this kind of does is it distracts working class people from classism, in my opinion. This doesn't deny injustices done in the name of discrimination, but like this kind of reminds me of like the Carmelo Anthony situation, where if this was a white kid stabbing a white kid or a black kid stabbing a black kid, no one would care. If that Ukrainian lady if that wasn't a Ukrainian lady, it was a black lady, no one would leave her alone. If that was a white man stabbing a white lady, it would be sexy. But like racism, it's like
Put your gun on the ground. Don't have a gun. Put your gun on the ground. Sit down. I don't know if the oil's hot enough to set off those bullets, but I'd move away.
Anyone who thinks there's
Look at my PTR and look at those numbers. 41x. 41x. 547,000 black on white violent crimes and 59,000 white on black crimes. When adjusted for population size, black people commit violent crimes against white people at a rate of 41x that of the reverse.
What's the link to it?
It's in my PTR.
No, the link, L-I-N-K link.
I'm not posting any links. It's in my PTR. Okay. I'm going to post another photo here now. Take a look at this photo. Look at this chart. This is interracial violent incidents per capita of offending race. Check this one out, gentlemen. Check it out. Check out this chart in my PTR. Enjoy. Let's discuss it.
That's why you're posting photos.
Rohan, I'll put the link of my PTR picture in the chat, and you can debate me all night long.
All right, post a link.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. This is like a rock hitting an unstoppable force. I can't believe I'm witnessing this. Alan and Rohan, two data specialists. Guys, this is big. This is big. What is pay-per-view racing? Alan and Rohan, data specialists. Let's go. Let's get it on. I want a clean fight. No, no below the belt. Is Othello your real name, by the way, or is it just a clubhouse name? Yeah, just a clubhouse name. Okay. It's a dope name.
Interracial violent incidents per capita of offending race, black on white, 42. The multiple of white on black rate and the incidence per 100,000 offender population. At next, we have Hispanic on white at 20.4.
I can't tell CC post a link.
Black on. What are you, like a 2-year-old child? You need a link for everything,
Yeah,
huh?
no, I don't trust you. You guys are dishonest. So
No, Rohan, your claim of dishonesty is irrelevant.
it doesn't apply to you, Alan. I said that. Thank you, Alan, for posting a link. I don't trust John because he posted a screenshot. So, Alan, you posted a link. I'll take a look at it right now.
Look at table 1.
Sure.
And while you're looking, I'll give you a few stats on that. Let me see. So if you look down.
Your screenshot is in table 1, Alan.
What?
Your screenshot is in table 1.
PTR.
Okay, it appears to be table 2. I'll take a look.
Sorry, table 2. So if you add the numbers going down, you get, and this is for violent crime. It's not murders, it's for violent crime. So the total number of acts committed by white people against anyone is, let me read this, 11,830. Out of that, 8,721,450 are against white victims. So that's white on white. That's 79% of their victims are white. Crimes against black victims are 3.3%. Crimes against Hispanic victims, 9.1%. So clearly, white people focus on themselves when they are committing violent crimes. If you look at the black perpetrators, that comes to 434,970 total. Out of that, 2,382,400 are white victims. That's 43% of their victims. Black victims, 1,884,250. That's 34%. Hispanics, 741,600. That's 13% of their victims. White people barely, black, for white perpetrators of violence, black victims barely register at 3.3%. But there is a clear disproportionality between who white people commit violent acts against and who black people commit violence against. Now, I've heard the proximity argument. Well, when talking about black on black crime, well, black people are around
black people more. And if that is used, if that is the explanation, then why are there still more white victims than black victims? That's not an explanation for that. If it's socio-economics, again, we can go to the proximity argument. It's still not an explanation for it. Now, I have my theories on why this is true. Why there's that disproportionality of between numbers. But I'm done.
Okay. So I mean, if you look at the data, if you are a victim of crime and you happen to be white, the number one perpetrator of that crime is a white person. If you're a victim of crime and you happen to be black, the number one perpetrator of that crime is a black person. If you're a victim of crime and you happen to be Hispanic, the number one perpetrator of that crime is a Hispanic person. And so I get your other arguments that there's some disparity in the actual intensity of the numbers, but that is there. That's from your table that you provided. So proximity is a thing, right? It's not a thing, but your own numbers shows it. So I mean, I just want to get that out the way. That out the way is pretty clear. Now there seems to be for white, for black victims, they're less likely to be white. This is true at a higher intensity than the opposite. That is true. But either way, whenever you're in the numbers, the offender and the victim match in race, are more likely to match by race than any other race. Do you dispute that, Alan? Because I'm looking at your numbers.
Yeah, yes. Most white people, white perpetrators will most likely attack other white people. Most black people will most likely attack other people. We can acknowledge that. It's not an explanation of the disparity.
Yeah, I wasn't positing it as an explanation for the disparity.
Yeah.
That base, just want to get a base agreement.
That's fine.
Cool. Yeah, for the disparity, I don't have the answers for the disparity. So, I don't know. Maybe something that we need to investigate, unless you have the answer.
Well,
I might have the answer.
I'll let you go, John.
I like how you folks are really. I like, and this is a societal thing to solve.
Okay, PTR.
Oh, John's gonna go. Sorry, John. No, I'll go after you. Go ahead.
Okay, this is some research I did. It says West Africans carry DNA from an archaic hominin species not present in Asians or Caucasians. Robert Sepper writes, when a species 1.3 million years removed from modern humanity that has never known or established civilization on its own, skipping the Copper, Bronze, and Iron Age, is then unwittingly and unnaturally integrated into a world above its IQ and emotional endowment, expect failure.
Okay, yeah, this is so. Thank you. I mean, this is fantastic. This is great. It's awesome to see this exhibited in real time. Why you surprised with that stuff? But I don't know if you do, so I'm not saying if you do. I hope it puts you in an uncomfortable position because it should. But it's also interesting that, I mean, if you think about trying to make a genetic argument while being a Caucasian person, a white person, look at the freaking impact on the world of slavery every place you could do it, colonialism. colonialism, every place you can do it. Imperialism, every place you can do it. Warmongering to the extent where people were killed by hundreds of thousands like per day and dropping atomic bombs.
Let's stay on topic.
Let's
stay on topic.
And the Holocaust. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
PTR. Let's stay on topic here. We're talking about white on black, black on black, black on white crime. We're not talking about World War II.
Do you see the lack of discipline?
He is on topic. He has a point. He did let him make it. Yeah. Where we on topic?
Thank you. So to make a genetic argument, I mean by tweet. To make a genetic argument by tweet. I mean, this should be embarrassing.
It's called X now. It's no longer called Twitter.
Right, and the lack of impulse control, lack of discipline that whole thing is something you need to consider. So I'll stop there so I don't ramble on. I'm glad that you did that because I hope it makes Alan, who I think is actually a reasonable person, uncomfortable.
PTR. Look, proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, because listen, what these guys
Resistance is someone who attacks white people in the streets.
The reason why this is just felonious, it doesn't make any logical sense.
Resistance had to go to court for attacking an innocent person in the street, nearly murdering him.
When you look at culture,
Random violence.
Historical facts, everyone knows that a lot of Caucasians, whether they're European, American, they're really cowardly when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. They love doing their killings within groups, with militaries, bombs, boys, things of that nature. But us colored people, we don't mind engaging with the colonizer when it comes to physical combat. So yes, due to our exploitation, due to slavery, being oppressed, yes, we're very aggressive and we defend ourselves. So this notion about white people don't attack anyone, that's because you guys are cowards. You won't attack anyone unless you're in groups or, like I said, you have the mic with you.
Why would we want to attack people like you because you're a violent person in the streets?
Like I said, we don't care about your justifications or your criticisms or your, how you want to phrase who is attacking or not. Because once again, when a white person like that Jewish, terrorist that was at Columbia University harassing verbally and with body language, harassing women. And when a man came to, defuse the
You attacked a person
myself,
practicing freedom of speech. You're a violent person. You're a violent, vile person. You're a violent, vile person. You attack innocent people in the streets. You're a violent psychopath. You're a violent psychopath who attacks somebody just talking in the streets.
Colonizing, thieving, raping criminals. So when you bring them justice, they want to lie and complain. There is no disparity.
You attacked an innocent person in the street.
Okay, so I found something about Israel.
And then
no knowledge. I didn't want it to happen. But if I didn't want it to happen, it feels very intuitive. If you want something to happen, we should punish you for wanting it to happen. This feels like very different.
That's true, but the punishment there is a vague thing, or maybe probably a thing that has multiple kind of things that it could contain. So and I think Sapolsky, actually, and lots of determinists, people who are compatibilists who are against libertarian free will existing, they do actually say this. They want to say we should drop the blame stuff, because the typical libertarian free will response to this, you don't. Why would you want to punish people under that scenario? Because you don't want to punish a rock if it falls on a person, and both the rock and the person were predetermined to do the harm. So if you don't want to punish the rock, you don't want to. Why would you want to punish the person? And then the typical response says, well, in a sense, you want to punish the rock. You want to prevent it from again falling on to someone. You maybe destroy the rock or something. But you're not gonna, of course, blame the rock. And then